I want us to take note of the method we are about to use and explain it well. We are going to use the method called the reverse engineering method, or what I simply call the testing method. I call it the testing method because I am going to use a real number in place of the unknown, that is the variable in the algebraic expression question that I've been given. Now, this will then point you to the final answer in the question given. This is simple. The algebraic expression question that you have been given, there is a variable in the question. Now, the variable in the question is x. That variable, replace it with a number or put a number in place of that variable, then solve that particular question to get a whole number, or let's say to get a real number. When you get a real number, use that same number that you replace with the variable in the question. Take that same number, give it to all the possible answers. After you have replaced that particular whole number in all the possible answers, or in place of the variable in all the possible answers, you realize that one of the possible answers will come out with a real number, which is the same real number that the question gave you. So when you test the question with that whole number, you still test the possible answers with the same whole number. Both the question and one of the possible answers will come out with the same real number or the same final answer. That will show you that that is a simplified answer for the question. So this method, called the testing method or the reverse engineering method, actually points you to the final answer by a testing means using a real number. Let us now go on to the calculator and demonstrate it to show you well. Example number 2. This question reads, simplify 4 minus x squared all over 2x minus x squared. And the possible answers given are A, 2 minus x all over x, B, 2 plus x all over x, C, 2 over x, and D, x minus 2 all over x. Let us see how to use a calculator to detect or to point out the final answer for this particular algebraic expression question. So let us first of all switch the mode of the calculator to be able to solve the algebraic expression. So press mode, select option number 1. Now let us input the question on the calculator first of all. So the question is 4 minus x squared all over 2x minus x squared. So press the fraction key first of all. Press 4. Press the subtraction sign, that is the minus key. Press x squared first of all by pressing x, which is alpha bracket close. Then you press the square key to get power 2. Press the square key. Now press the arrow key to the right. Press it so that we can get the indicator at the denominator. Now let's press the denominator question, that is 2x. So press 2, press the alpha and the bracket close to get x. Now minus x squared. So you press alpha, bracket close to get x, and the square key. Press the square key to get the power 2. Now that we have input the question nicely on the calculator, let's go ahead and use a real number to represent the variable x. So we press the cal key, C-A-L-C, press the cal key. Now let's choose the real number 2. So when we put 2 there, we put 2. Then we press the equal sign. We get math error. When you see the math error or when you get math error, don't be disturbed or don't worry. You can rectify this situation. Now the reason for the math error is because the constant 2 that you use to replace x in the question will make this entire question undefined. That means it will put the denominator of this particular fraction to 0. So when you replace 2 or when you put 2 in place of the x, it will put the denominator to 0. And it will make the whole thing undefined. It will still also put the numerator to 0. It will make the whole thing undefined. That is why you are getting a math error. So that means there will be 0 at the denominator and the numerator, which will not be the right way. So you need to go ahead and then rectify the situation. How do you do it? Please press the arrow key to either the left or the right. So I'll press it to the left. It will bring the question back again. Now, go ahead and press the calc or the C-A-L-C. Press the C-A-L-C key. Choose another number. Don't choose the 2. The 2 is on your screen. Don't choose 2. Let us choose a number like 3. So we choose 3. You can choose any number. But remember, it shouldn't give you a math error. So we press equal sign and we get 5 over 3. We chose 3 and we are getting 5 over 3. So once we have gotten an answer, that means we are good to go. Now let's use the value 3 to test for any of the possible answers and see which of the possible answers will produce 5 over 3. Any possible answer that produces 5 over 3 becomes the final answer for the question that we are simplifying. So let's go ahead and take option number A. Now option A, So we press AC and then we press the number for A, which is 2 minus X all over X. So press the fraction key, press 2 minus X is alpha with the bracket closed. Then press the arrow key to the right to bring the indicator to the denominator. Press X again, alpha, bracket closed. Now, since you have already input the 3 on the calculator, go ahead and press equal sign. It gives you negative 1 over 3. That is not what we are looking for. So we press AC. We go to the next option, that is B. So just input the B's question. Press the fraction, and then you go ahead and press 2 plus X, which is alpha, bracket close to get the X. Then you go ahead and press the arrow key to the right to bring the indicator to the denominator, and then you press X, which is alpha, bracket close to get the X. Since 3 is already recorded on the calculator, you can go ahead and press the equal sign to see. We get 5 over 3. This 5 over 3 is what we are looking for. But let's intentionally do the C and the D and see whether we still produce 5 over 3. So press AC. So we do the C. Press the fraction key. Press 2 at the numerator. Press the arrow key to the right to bring the indicator to the denominator. And press X, which is alpha, bracket close. Press equal sign. We get 2 over 3. That is not what we are looking for. And then the final one is D. So we press the AC key. We press the fraction key to get the fraction for D. We press X minus 2. So alpha, bracket close for X. Then minus 2. Then we press the arrow key to the right to press the X at the denominator. So the indicator comes to the denominator. So we can press X. Press alpha, bracket close to get X. Now press equal sign, 1 over 3. That means clearly the answer is B, which is 2 plus X over X. That was the one that gave us 5 over 3, just as the question also gave us 5 over 3. So the answer is B for this particular question. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. This question reads, simplify 3 over X plus 3 minus 2 into bracket X minus 3 all over X squared minus 9. The possible answers are A, 2 over X plus 3, B, 2 over X minus 3, C, 1 over X plus 3, and D, 1 over X minus 3. Let us see how to use a calculator to point out the final answer for this particular algebraic expression question. One thing we know is that algebraic expression questions do not come with an equal sign. So we have to take note of that. Now let's input the question on the calculator. So we begin by pressing the mode key and selecting option number 1. That is the comp key. Now we continue with the question. The first one is a fraction. So press the fraction key. Press the 3 at the numerator. Press the arrow key to the right to bring the indicator to the denominator. Press X plus 3. So you press alpha with the brackets closed to get X. You press the addition sign for the plus and you press the key for the 3. So press the 3 key. Now you press the arrow key to the right hand side to bring the indicator to the normal level or the division level of the fraction. So you press the subtraction key. That is a minus key to bring the subtraction sign. Go ahead and press the fraction key again since the other number is a fraction. Then you press the 2. Open the bracket. Press X. Then you press alpha with the bracket close to get X. Then you press your minus. Then you press the 3. Press the 3 and then close the bracket. Now we need to press the 1 at the denominator. So press the arrow key to the right to bring the indicator to the denominator. The denominator is X squared minus 9. So press alpha with the brackets close to get X. Then you square it with the square key or the power 2 key. Then you press the minus and you get the 9. So press 9. After pressing minus, press 9 to get 9. Now we have the question input nicely on the calculator. We need to get a number to represent the variable X. So to get a number to represent the variable X, we need to look for a number. Please, let's choose the number 2. So we choose 2. So we press the CALC key. Then we press 2. When we press 2, we press the equal sign and we get 1 over 5. So 1 over 5 is the answer for this particular question. When you replace the variable X with 2, when you replace it with 2 or you use 2 to substitute the variable X, you are going to get the final answer as 1 over 5 for the question. Now let's see which of the possible answers given in the question will produce 1 over 5 with the constant number 2. Let's start with possible answer A. Now press AC. When you press the fraction key, you put 2 at the numerator. Press the arrow key to the right to get the indicator at the denominator. Press X plus 3. By pressing the alpha with the brackets closed, press the addition sign and press 3. Press equal sign, we get 2 over 5. We need 1 over 5. So let's see which one gives us 1 over 5. So option A is wrong. So let's go to option B. Press AC. Now press the fraction key and then put 2 at the numerator. press the arrow key to the right to bring the indicator to the denominator. Now we press x minus 3 by pressing the alpha key and then press the bracket close to get x, and then you press minus 3. Now when you do that, press the equal sign. We get negative 2, which is also wrong. That is not what we are looking for. We want 1 over 5. So option B is also wrong. So let's go to the possible answer C, or option C. So press AC. Now press the fraction key, press 1 at the numerator, press the arrow key to the right to get the indicator to the denominator. Press the x plus 3, that is by pressing alpha with brackets close to get x. Then you press the addition sign, then you press the 3. Now you press equal to, you get 1 over 5. That means C is our final answer. Obviously C is the final answer. But let's try and test the last one and see. So we test the last one, which is the option D, the possible answer D. We press AC. Press the fraction key since it is a fraction. Now you press 1 at the numerator. Then you press the arrow key to the right to bring the indicator to the denominator. Now press x minus 3. You press the alpha key and you press the brackets close x. Press the minus 3. Then you press equal sign. You get negative 1. So that means C is the only possible answer that gave us 1 over 5, which is related to the main question by also giving us the answer 1 over 5. That is to say, the main question gave us the answer 1 over 5 when we substituted 2 in place of the variable x. So we got 1 over 5 for that question. And the possible answer C is also giving us 1 over 5 for replacing the variable x with 2. So that is the meaning. That means the answer for this question here is C. C is the answer. 1 over x plus 3 is the final answer for this particular algebraic expression question. Don't forget that algebraic expression questions do not come with the equal sign. They are expressions without the equal sign. So please take note of it. The question do not come with the equal sign. When it comes with the equal sign, it becomes an algebraic equation. So we studied that in the previous topics or in the previous lessons. This particular lesson do not have an equal sign in the question. And this is the testing method used to solve algebraic expression objective questions using the calculator. So the final answer is C, 1 over x plus 3. Thank you very much and God bless you. Do you know that the scientific calculator can be used to solve mathematics questions? Yes, I'm here to introduce you to that. My name is Anthony Osei-Mensah, popularly referred to as Sir Tony, the mathematics doctor. Lovely one. Let me use this opportunity to introduce you to the A+ lesson videos on how to use a scientific calculator to solve mathematics questions. These videos are going to help students, especially WASSCE students, to be able to answer objective questions using the scientific calculator. Don't forget that it is a video which is a step-by-step procedure, and it's going to help you understand the concept behind the scientific calculator in solving mathematics questions. You can get these videos by logging on to apluslesson.com, registering and then getting yourself an account. The videos are very, very affordable. All students can get it. Don't forget, this is sponsored by A+ Lesson and it is powered by the Maths Made Easy organization. Sir Tony has endorsed it and the videos are by Sir Tony. Get yours now and learn how to use the scientific calculator to solve mathematics. God bless you all and thank you.